everyone, I'm Judy. Welcome to my craft studio. Today is another project in the Stalker Stuffing series. We're making the Hersey Nugget packages. There's plenty of YouTube videos on making these. Hopefully I'll give you a different spin on this. We're going to make them two different ways. The first one is going to be this method here. This is going to be a free download where you can print out the label at the top and print out these little stickers here. This is actually made on, the address labels I'll be using are 2.5 inches long by 1 inch high, and they come in a sheet of 30, 10 down each roll here. And so I made two sets of these, one in a kind of a more solid color blue, and the other one with gnomes and a bunch of poinsettias all mixed in. These two will be available on my website to download onto your stickers and print off for easy use. And also available will be the tabs that go on the top. So these come, these will print off on an 8.5 by 11 sheet. There'll be 3 of them on there. I have one on here. You just cut them out, fold it in half, and staple it to your project. The other way to do it is cardstock and your craft paper. We got some nice Christmas colors, and we'll cut these down into strips. We'll need a solid base of a 12 by 12 cardstock, and then go through your stash and pick out some different papers. Some of them I'll need you to cut into 12-inch strip or 1-inch strips, the others in 1.5-inch strips. All right, let's get to this project. Supplies you need will be a package of the Hersey Nuggets. I believe I got these at Sam's Club, 145 pieces in a bag. Also, you'll need a box of snack size baggies. I got these at Walmart. And so I usually use these for my lunch snacks, and this is perfect for this project here. Also, you're going to need cardstock and paper and some coordinating Christmas patterns. Also, you're going to need some glue. So I'm going to be using a variety of glues in this project here. I'll be using double-sided tape, glue stick, Elmer's Techie glue, and possibly even some glue dots. And then, of course, you're going to need some embellishments. So I made a whole bunch of homemade embellishments. I got 2 bins worth of different kind of Christmas embellishments in this one here, and then a bunch of snowflakes in the second bin here. Different sizes snowflakes, some dots, and we'll just decorate the top part of the package with these. And we'll come up with something really unique. All right, let's start first with this project here. This is with the address labels. And with a free download off my website, you can print these particular ones, or you can pick your own background that you can find online and print onto your labels yourself. So you can see where I've made the other pack. I used 3 labels off of each color. This is so I can coordinate between the 2 styles in the packaging here. And so you just peel and stick on these labels. Very easy project. Just put it on your candy, wrap it around. I'm going to do 3 of each label. I put 6 candies in a package. So I'll do 3 of each color here. This makes a great stocking stuffer. Let's put that one over to the side. Since these are address labels are already sticky, you don't have to worry about getting any glue out for these. Just wrap it around, stick it to the back. There we go. Okay, those are all done there. So what I do next, I cut out a piece of cardstock to put these on on so they don't move around in the packaging. So out of the cardstock, I cut out 6 inches by 3 inches. And if you have a 12 by 12 sheet, you can get 6 of these off of one sheet. And then score down 1.5 inches on the side, fold it in half. And I'm just going to run a little bit of glue down the side here. We'll use a glue stick. Glue that down. Now I like some nice curved edges on mine. I found this cutter on Amazon, and it's got 3 different curved edges on here. And you just stick your edge in and make nice clean rounded corners. There we go. See if I'll put a link to that in the description below in case you want to look for that. Comes in very handy. It's almost therapeutic just punching cardstock and paper. It's very addictive. All right, so the candies are going to go on top of this, but the back side will show on the back side of your packaging. So we can put something on the back here if you like. If not, you can leave it plain. This is a decorative sheet, so I'm going to just leave this one plain. And so on this side, get these candies to stick, I'm going to use double-sided tape. I usually get my tape at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to run one piece down the length there and just rip it off. There we go. And just peel that backing off. And I kind of like to figure out how I'm going to line these up. Put it in the center there so you can see it. And just line them up like a little train. There we go. Next, what you want to do is get your zip-loc baggie. Nice snack size here. The size on these are 6.5 inches by 3 1/4. So they're nice and snug on that tape. They're not going to move around in the packaging. Just drop them in. Squeeze out any extra air in there. There we go. So we got this area here at the top. This is where we're going to attach our tab. I like to fold mine in half. So we'll do that. Let's put this up here for a moment. And get our coordinating top off here. So I'm going to cut another one of these out. Looking for my paper scissors here. And on this one here, I put the gnome on one side, Crispy on the other, and Merry Christmas in the front. And on the back side, when it's turned around, it's going to have a to and from. So you can write your name and then write your recipient's name on here also. I use photo paper for this, but you can use paper or cardstock is fine. All right, let's get this cleaned up here. I'm going to do the rounded edges on this also. I like to turn this upside down so I can see exactly the corner goes in. Go one more. All right, so we're going to score this down the side at all right, I'm going to measure. Oh, these are 4 inches. These labels are 4 inches. The one we're going to cut out of the cardstock is going to be 3 inches wide, but these ones that are printed are 4 inches wide. So let's go ahead and fold these at the 2-inch mark. Two-inch mark, and I'm going to run a score mark down the back of this here. Now you can use an ink pen that will make a groove in here, or you can use like the end of a paintbrush. Also, I'm going to just back off a little bit, and that will score it for you. and it will bend right along that score line, just like that. And I'm just going to place this in here just like that. And once you like the position in it that it is in, go ahead and get your stapler and staple that in place. And quick and easy, just like that, you have stocking stuffer done, and move on to the next one. So the next one, we're going to cut out a paper and cardstock and wrap these. These take just a little bit longer, but not too much time. So I went ahead and cut some strips 1 inch wide. I had different sheets of paper and cardstock here. And we will cut these to 3.5 inches long and wrap this around our candy. So you can mark this with your ruler if you want. So 3.5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 10.5. Little piece left over. And a little piece of scrap there. So I think the green looks like that would match that pretty good. So 3.5, 7, and 10.5. All right, so we got 6 pieces of paper now that we're going to wrap our candy there. Glue seems a little bit messy, or the wet glue seems a little bit messy for putting on candy, so I'm going to try the glue dots and see how these work. I bought these a long time ago. I don't even remember where I bought these at. You can see I have a little pin stuck in here to help me get these off of here. And you could use tweezers. Or anything that you can get it on. You can use your fingers too, but these are hard to get off once they get stuck on something. There we go. Let's put that over here. Let's see how this wraps around the candy here. I'm going to make a little bend just to get things started. There we go. Put that bend right there. Wrap your candy nice and snug. There we go. And anything that sticks over, just cut it off. All right. Make a small little bend. Wrap this around your candy. There we go. That's not sticking over too much, so we'll just use that one there. Make a little bend. Wrap that over. I like these glue dots. These seem to be holding very nicely. All right, let's put the glue dots on these 3 pieces here. Sticking to my needle and not the paper. There we go. I got that dot all squished up. Let me add one more just for safe measure. Yeah, this is going to be just as messed up as the other one. All right. This is paper, so it bends a little bit easier than the cardstock. And the paper does wrap around these much easier. that off. Do a little bend. Wrap these around. All right, and our last one here. This makes such a fun handmade gift. You can personalize it in so many ways. All right. And let's clean up the workspace a little bit here. So I need to find a board to put on the back of these here. Look through my stash here, and I'm going to use this red one here. This is 6 inches by 3 inches. And like I said, I cut 6 of these off a 12 by 12 sheet. And we are going to score this at 1.5 inches. 1.5. 1.5. And if you have a scoreboard, that makes this is quick and easy work. I do not have one, so we are just going to do this by hand. I'm going to use the back end of that paintbrush again. All right, fold that in half. Put a little glue on the back of this one. Down that side and down the inside. And I'm going to round those corners. Let's do that one there. I think I could round corners for a couple of hours. It's kind of therapeutic. All right, so this is just a plain piece of cardstock here. I cut out of those 1.5 inch strips of paper that you have. Cut these down to 5.5 inches. And that coordinates with that. And I'm gonna round the corners on each one of these. Now you don't have to do this. I just think it adds a nice little touch. There we go, and I'm going to glue that right here, and that's going to show from the back side of our candy package. All right, just going to use that glue stick again. And go along the edges. There we go. And just put that right in the center. All right, now turn it over. This is where you're going to get your tape, run it down the length of your piece. Remove your backer, and this is how we're going to line them up again. And just like a little assembly line, just line them up. There we go. All right, let's get our baggie. Put in there just like that. Squeeze out some air. So that's what the back of it's going to look like. You can put a message on there if you like. All right, now we're going to make our own topper on this. I pre-made a couple of them. So again, we're using that 6 by 3 inch piece of cardstock. And we're going to score it at 1.5 inches. There we go. And let's make a score line. Fold that in half. All right, and I'm going to score these, or round these corners. There we go. Let's open that up. So I'm going to put one of these right here on the front, just like this. Let's get our glue stick out. And this is at 1.5 or 1.25 inch strip by 4.5 inches. Center it right there in the bottom half. And I'm going to put one on the back too. So let's make this 5.5 inches long. Alright. Put glue all over the back of this, along the edges. And centered over the top half. And this is the half that I like to put to and from on here. Okay, this bottom half we're going to put some decorations on, some embellishments. And on this one I put this tag that says Merry Christmas and a Christmas tree. And on this one I have Merry Christmas tree, some snowflakes, and some dots. Let's stick around here and see what I have. That one looks nice, so let's go ahead and put that one on. So when you have your embellishments made up ahead of time, it just makes so much quicker work. You can also use store-bought embellishments. Use those up on these projects also. I think I'll throw, that's a little too big. Let's maybe throw a snowflake on each side. Yep, got crazy on the glue there. And these little dots came from the inside of these snowflakes, and so I put those to use also. Okay, so there's our tag for that. Let's get our candy down here. Let me wipe off this glue real quick. I'm going to fold this in half. Put this right over top. Staple that in near the bottom. There we go. We have another cute gift ready to go into our stocking.